Good day, I am Harris Pastides, President Emeritus of the University of South Carolina and Professor Emeritus of Epidemiology. I was honored to be a guest of the University of Bucharest, the Research Institute, and the Vice Chancellor of Research. I was addressing a gathering of students and professors and visitors and talking about the status of higher education in the United States today. One has to begin with inflation and the rising cost of higher education in the United States. We do not provide free higher education, unfortunately, and so inflation is making it more difficult to keep pace with faculty and staff salaries and for students to pay their tuition. That's number one. Number two is the changing technology environment with things like remote learning and ChatGPT and other forms of AI, if you will, either artificial intelligence or augmented intelligence. And a third would be the social disruptions on American university campuses today. The protest movement relative to the wars between Ukraine and Russia, or in Israel, between Israel and the Palestinian population. So you put all of these together, and I think the state of higher education in the United States is complicated right now, and I hope we will have better days soon. With respect to AI, there are not only technological issues, but ethical issues as well. It's very difficult to keep a new or emerging technology out of the hands of students and faculty. But what do you do when a student is able to complete an entire homework assignment or paper that is produced online? How is the professor to view that? How does one evaluate that? What are the ethics involved? And there are very few universities that have imposed policies about this. They're in development. And I think it's fair to say that if we get it right, AI will be a tool, but not a substitute for education, not a substitute for a student doing their own work. But just like an encyclopedia or a library or the internet can be a tool, I'm hoping that's how AI will develop also. But in the short run, it's creating a little bit of a divided environment where some professors say it's okay, if you can use it and it's helpful to you, do so, and others say that you will have a penalty if you don't do all of your own thinking on this assignment. More than any other place in a society, a university must be the place for freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of thought, diverse opinions that we can all learn from. Of course, it must be done respectfully. So right now, the social unrest is very disruptive. And in the USA, a number of universities have had to cancel their graduation exercises. Others have had to cancel classes. On the other hand, the university is supposed to be the place where debate and controversial topics and speakers can come. And so each university is expected to determine for itself, with the help of its students and faculty and governing bodies, what should be allowed. But I think it would be unfortunate if this kind of debate or protest were removed from the center of a university. If it doesn't happen there, where will it happen? But again, I think the respect for civil discourse and for democratic values and even respect for people with highly diverging ideas must come together to argue, but not to combat each other. In the United States, research universities have always been one of the major places where new advances are discovered and then disseminated to society. And I hope in Romania this will be the case as well, where your University of Bucharest, one of the largest in Romania, can be viewed and respected by the nation as a place that will advance Romania's economic and social development. In the United States, many, if not most, of the important discoveries that have helped our economy, but also our, hopefully, human development have occurred, like the iPhone technology or important software or other security measures have come from faculty and student-based research. And we have a long-standing experience with this, and I hope that the University of Bucharest will also follow suit and encourage the development and dissemination of faculty and student scholarship into the society. I would encourage the Romanian government and other decision makers and policy makers to enlist or recruit Romanian universities in the development of new ideas for how Romania can be world-class in something. It is not for me to say what that would be, but in an area where there's maybe a head start, and to encourage and to fund. You have to provide funding for this, for faculty working with their students and collaborating with the private or commercial sector to say Romania can be number one in something. Let's put up some competitive funding to apply for and to be funded. The United States is doing this now in areas that the government believes are vital for America's future, like artificial intelligence, like cybersecurity, like sustainable development. These are areas that money is being allocated for competitive proposals between American universities, more than 3 at a time, along with the commercial sector, to keep America's economy fresh and competitive with the very best places in the world. I am biased, of course, because I have spent my entire life in higher education, either as a student or a professor, a dean, a vice president, and a president. And I believe that a nation's future depends on keeping open access to its people to attend college and, of course, to graduate from college. But I also believe that there needs to be an evolution, and where society will view the university not only as a provider of a degree to its workforce, but also be a contributor to its economic and social growth. That needs to be, I think, better developed as an idea. It's still undergoing development in the United States, and I see the same thing around the world. In countries throughout Europe, the Erasmus program, for example, collaboration. I know there's an Erasmus Plus program where the United States collaborators can be involved as well. So I think nothing is more important for Romania's future than what happens here at the University of Bucharest, and in collaboration with the best universities in Romania, in Europe, and around the world.